What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, we're going to dive on into the Championship Series Cup meta. This meta here only allows Waters, Fairies, Normals, and Psychic-type Pokemon, and even within those Pokemon that are allowed, specific picks are actually banned from this meta. Pokemon like a Rockwanid that would be really good into the Psychic types are all banned, which means, in general, a lot of Pokemon here have a lot of free play. And with that, I'm going to try out a Shadow Starmie team. I think Psychic types are some of the best typing in this meta. Almost nothing really shuts them down. And with Aqua Jet added to Starmie's moveset, not only do you have great pacing and damage output, but you also resist opposing Psychic-type Pokemon, so I'm excited to see it in action. Real quick though, I do want to ask if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Helps out quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, let's get into the battles and see what this team can do. We'll see Weezing as our lead up against a Seeking. Alright, well that's a pretty neutral lead matchup here. They do have access to Drill Run, which could do a lot of damage to us. But the thing is, I outpace with my Sludges, so this is not bad. Go for the move here. They don't CMP us. They could have gone for the CMP on that first Drill Run if they wanted to try to get a shield from us, but looks like they don't go for that. And also, in this meta, like, would you ever consider running, like, Megahorn? I guess we'll find out in just a second. But, like, Megahorn, Icy Wind, Megahorn, Drill Run, Icy Wind, Drill Run, what would be the moveset? I honestly don't know. Well, Megahorn is on the moveset here, so that is, like, good to find out. I was not expecting that, though. I was kind of expecting in this meta, you'd be on Drill Run, Icy Wind, honestly. But, that was not great by me. Anyway, I still have faith in us. I still have a lot of faith in us here. I'm going to shield this. I can't get one shot again. Not again. Okay, what is this? Kecleon? Wait, isn't Kecleon, like, the worst Pokemon into Galarian Weezing in this meta? I feel like that's not great for them. If you guys couldn't tell, this is my first time playing this format, so if it looks like I'm making the worst plays imaginable, that's probably why. Alright, big Sludge coming through. We haven't seen a Psychic type yet. I bet there's a Hypno or a Grumpig in the backline. I think that's a pretty good guess at this point. We'll see what comes in here, and how we play around it, depending on what it is. They're thinking, I don't like that. Oh, well that's neither. It's a Ninetales, a Alolan Ninetales. Well, I resist this with my Starmie. So don't I just get to, like, back-to-back Aqua Jets here and, like, hopefully win? We'll see if they, like, Chilling Water us or something. They're at 7. Alright, could be a Dazzling Gleam. I'm going to shield this up just to make sure I don't take any unnecessary damage here. It is Dazzling Gleam, so good thing I don't get one shot. And I'm just going to throw this quickly, because I know at this point, as long as I don't take a Drill Run, I should be outside of Weather Ball range. I think, I hope. And then we win? Unless a Weather Ball knocks us out. But, like, that'd be crazy. Resisted Weather Ball? No way. How did we win that? I just sacrificed my Grumpig, and we just won that game. Alright. GG's. Alright, next battle. Hopefully we don't sacrifice our Grumpig quite as quickly. That was a little embarrassing. Although that is a good lead. We see the Sucker Punch user where we want to see it here. Do you switch into Grumpig? Alright. So, Starmie here, I think, is actually a pretty good answer into this Pokemon, as long as I play out, like, the 1 or 2 shield matchup. With that said, we'll see if they want to go for a bait here. A bait is not unlikely. Oh, well, they don't bait us. How much damage does an Aqua Jet do here? I hope it, like, one-shots, but I don't know if it will. Grumpig does have some bulk to it, right? So we'll see, I guess. Big Aqua Jet. We get a shield, so honestly, that's all I really care about. I'm just going to shield this next one, keep on overfarming, because at this point, I should be able to outpace this Pokemon and guarantee an Aqua Jet lands into that Kecleon, which is going to hurt quite a bit. Okay. We have back-to-back here, so if they do shield this, I have the next one ready to go. And if they no-shield it, we have energy for the backline, either a Power Gem or an Aqua Jet, depending on what they're going to bring in. Oh, they shield that? Well, alright. Good stuff, Starmie, I guess. Just straight up winning the 2-shield matchup against Grumpig. Why not? That's one of the cool things about this Aqua Jet buff, is you have better pacing than some of the Psywave users. Especially in this format, right? 3, 4. So they do get a bit of a farm down, but I think that's fine, saying I have some energy here myself still. Grumpig. Huh. Well, wait, do I just catch a move or something? What do I do, actually? Hold on. This is kind of awkward. Oh, but that hurts so much. I just stay in, then. And just make them throw energy. And we should be good here. Because at this point, what I do is I just farm down with my Grumpig. I Dynamic Punch the Kecleon, and I bet Kecleon just gets knocked out straight up. Girafarig in the back. Is that a good Pokemon in this format? Maybe it is. Uh-oh, they get a move off here. That could be bad, actually. If they have Foul Play on that Kecleon, I might get knocked out. I thought I'd Psywave down before I take this debuff. This is going to be a little bit scary then. Because Dynamic's not going to quite one-shot them here either. Uh-oh. Why do they have to... Why do they have to survive the Psywaves? It's a giraffe, dude. That is a lot of damage, though. What is your charge attack, trainer? Please tell me no Foul Play. I mean, Thunder Punch makes it so you're not walled by Wheezing, but Foul Play gives you better play into the Psychic types. It's Thunder Punch, okay. Do I farm down before I get Sucker Punch? No, no! Oh, Giraffe Rig's broken! Giraffe Rig's just too good, guys. Oh my goodness. Well, we can't lose another game. That was embarrassing. One of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen in my life. And a Hypno on the lead is not amazing either. But I think Starmie, kind of like we saw with Grumpig, is pretty playable in this matchup. We do have to shield the charge attacks here, because they are going to be on Thunder Punch and Shadow Ball, so any charge attack they throw would one-shot us. We're a Shadow Starmie of all things. But if I have enough energy here, I'm hoping that we are able to leverage that a little bit better in the backline. Don't like seeing that. That is maybe the worst thing I could see. Why are we seeing bad matchups? We're supposed to see good matchups, and yet we are not. All right, Aqua Jet gets a shield. And we get the Power Gem, so maybe I get both shields from them. And I guess baiting this out is not a bad thing. If I get a shield advantage for my, Oh, you land that move. Okay, that's also fine. Like, the way that I see it, in this meta, energy advantage on Wheezing is a pretty good thing. And also getting energy lead on my Grumpig's a good thing. So we're still not in an unplayable spot here, I don't think. I'm going to actually come in Grumpig, I think. Just go for the energy lead here, because I think we farm down before they get to a move. And getting this much energy should mean that a lot of things in the backline don't really want to take the damage I can throw. Yeah, like Kecleon, for example. We just saw what happened to a Kecleon a second ago. This thing almost gets one-shot by a Dynamic Punch. So I think I'm fine with this, but we'll see what happens. Dynamic does so much there. 7. Can I even shield this, though? It's a Foul Play. Probably should have. I thought that'd be a Thunder Punch. I'm getting conditioned by our opponents here. Uh-oh, and they swap at the same time as me. This is so bad now. I needed the energy lead myself. Oh, and I throw in really bad timing! I'm so bad at NAIC. I'm gonna lose NAIC, guys. I'm gonna lose NAIC so hard. The problem is I couldn't really, I couldn't shield the Foul Play, because then I just get Shadow Balled by the Hypno. But, like, I guess I had to. If I throw in slightly better timing, actually, hold on. We might have forced him to throw an attack here. Dude, this is tragic. Kecleon might be broken. Kecleon might be the best Pokemon in this format. Please tell me they throw energy against us. They don't. Oh, if it weren't for the bad timing. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad at this meta. Man, these Kecleons, they're giving me some trouble here. Hopefully we stop seeing them now. We don't want to see another one. Well, it's not a Kecleon, I guess. Galarian Wheezing. My backline is technically better into this, but also Brutal Swing hurts, so I don't know how much better it really is. We'll go for the move here. It looks like I'm... Oh, I didn't win CMP. They just haven't thrown yet. If I can win CMP and just win the Zero Shield matchup, I feel like that's what the play I want to go for is. They're at back-to-back moves themselves. Oh, they let me CMP them, so they literally have to shield this. I should have baited, but I was not expecting a CMP by them. That's fine. That's good, I guess. So what do we do here? What do we do? Oh, we get overheated. I guess that's honestly fine. That's a lot of energy down the drain. It's a debuffed Brutal Swing. I think an energy and shield advantage here for our backline on Grumpig is going to be a good play. Yeah, that does nothing. Oh, they bring in an Azu. I don't really know if that's an answer to a Starmie. These Sidewaves are kind of shredding, not going to lie. Power Gem's going to hurt too. But we'll see what's in the backline. Likely a Psychic type. I think that's always the case in this meta. If you haven't seen the Psychic type just yet, there's probably going to be one back there. That does so much damage. 6. Okay. They likely go for an Ice Beam here, but I am fine with that. Because I can still have a lot of energy for the backline. 10. Okay, so they have their next move now, but I was able to get my attack off first, right before they got their Ice Beam, so this should be able to knock them out. I have some energy here. If there is a Psychic type in the backline... Okay, that is just a freaking Feraligatr. Okay, so what if people don't run Psychic types? What if they just run Feraligatrs instead, and we just lose? This makes me so sad. No! Even after how that lead matchup played out, I thought we were going to win this game. I thought that we were going to win, just sweep with Starmie. But I guess the Ozu Gator Core, you can't avoid that in NAIC. That's insane. I really got to lock in. I got to win this one. I got to win. We're down so bad at the moment. We got a good lead. Unlosable game. Unlosable game. Although we've lost to a lot of Kecleons so far, maybe this thing's better than I thought. What is this? Hypno. Okay. I mean, I guess I was really slow on this counter switch here, because I didn't know it was coming in. But we'll see what they throw here. I mean, I'm fine going down shields here if I have to, because I have a lot of coverage for this meta. 3, okay. Get the Shadow Ball off. They are at their next Shadow Ball with one more Confusion. I am hoping at this point that they don't survive and get there. Well, they shield that, so they're not going to be able to. 4, alright. Well, I guess I just shield this up. I don't love being down shields with my Starmie lurking around in the backline. And they Thunder Punch bait, which is also going to mean now they can flip this probably. But we'll see, we'll see. Maybe Starmie is just going to pop off here, because we do have some energy on our Weezing still, and that could be good for us. Oh, interesting. They bring back in the Kecleon. I mean, I might as well just go for the Dynamic Punch here, right? Get as much damage as I can. And now, I mean, I have energy on my Weezing. If they don't throw instantly, I likely get a Brutal Swing off into them. Let's see what they do. And I don't even know if I get one shot by a Shadow Ball from that Hypno. Okay, they just had to see the move off. That's huge. Does this knock him out, though? I don't know if it's going to be quite enough. I know Hypno is decently bulky in this meta. Okay, yeah, 1 HP survive. Why wouldn't it be? That is a little unfortunate. I'm hoping they knock us out here, though. So that way I can get a big farm down with my Starmie. A big 1 Sideway farm down, that is. Does a Swift one-shot us? Oh, they don't throw it. Well, we just get the Power Gem, then. Okay, I don't think a Swift would have completely one-shot us, but I bet it would have hurt quite a bit from a Shadow Kingdra. Okay, well, what a roller coaster. I don't know if I'm very good at this meta, I'm gonna be honest. I gotta learn this. I really have to start learning here, because this is crazy. I think that was a 2-3. My first set in NAIC is a 2-3. Uh-oh. Well, that's why we're learning this one, guys. Alright, next battle. We'll see Weezing into Kecleon. A lot of Kecleons today. Okay. You know, maybe Kecleon's really good in this meta. It does have good coverage, right? But it is really bad into Weezing. At least I thought it was. I'm kind of surprised they're staying in here. Like, what are they going to throw? They're going to, like, Thunder us? That was 8. Man, I hate blind formats where you don't know their movesets, because there is a good chance they could be running some random nuke on this Pokemon and just do an insane amount of damage to us. With that said, if they're staying in here, I feel like they're weak to Weezing. I'm going to shield this up. It's a Thunder Punch. I didn't have to shield that, but I am fine that I did. Because now I can go for a CMP here on a Brutal Swing and guarantee a knockout or a shield, and I know if they do shield, that all they have here is going to be a Thunder Punch, and I can survive that and just go for a farm down after. We do have a lot of energy here for the backline. Some Psychic type probably comes in, or not. We see a Weezing come in instead, which also makes sense. Weezing is apparently a good Pokemon in this format. Sludge is going to actually get a shield, okay. I'll bring in my Grumpig here, because I don't want to give a big farm down over. Or, like, give them a chance to build up a ton of energy. They're at 8. They have back-to-back Brutal Swings right now, and I am a little bit scared of that. Because I couldn't go for a Shadow Ball just yet. They are going to be able to go for the 2 attacks here before I can get a shield from them. Oh, well. What if they think that I'm going to throw instantly with a Shadow Ball, and they try to catch on Miltank? That's not unplayable for us. But they do still have a Brutal Swing in the back line. They're just letting us get all the energy off here. Okay. Well, I'm fine by that. That means now I get a shield here, right? There's no way they let this go. They kind of have to shield, right? Yeah. 7. All right. This game does still get trickier than I'd like it to be. Because they have the energy on that other guy. And, like, they could go for a Thunderbolt here and one-shot us. But, like, if they Thunderbolt us, that's a lot of energy down the drain. I'm hoping they Body Slam. They Thunderbolt, and we basically get one shot. That's not super great. Now I have to hope that I win CMP here. Which I might, but we'll see. Come on, Weezing, I believe in you. I need to win this CMP. And honestly, I might still lose this game, even if I do win CMP. Oh, I could have overfarmed by 1, because that Miltank might just get to a body slam against us, and that might be enough to knock us out from this range. We knock him out, at least. Does body slam KO us? Oh, they don't get there. Okay. Why can't I just get a confident win in this meta? Like, I'm winning the leads, but, like, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter, because I just can't have confident wins in this format. All right, next battle. Grumpig lead. You know, we deserve this after what we've been, squandering in the last couple of games. I mean, I guess I got some wins recently, but, like, still, we've been, like, getting really good leads, and yet finding ways of almost losing every single game. We do see a Kecleon come in, but, I mean, a Shadow Aqua Jet, I bet that does quite a bit of damage, right? Let's see what they're gonna do. They shield. I mean, I am so fine with that. I think a shield advantage is really helpful for us, because Grumpig, honestly, is kind of a scary Pokemon. They let us get his second Aqua Jet off? Okay. That's gonna hurt him quite a bit. I would love to see a no-shield. Yeah, they do let that go. We don't quite flip switch, but, like, that is huge, honestly. Because now we only take 1 attack from this. And I'm hoping that a shield advantage on our Grumpig is going to be good for us. I bet it's not bad, at the very least. We're going to switch out here, because it's almost certainly the Grumpig coming back in, right? And we'll see what they do. What do they have in the back? In comes that Grumpig. In comes a Miltank. That's not a hard answer to us. Although it's a little bit more awkward than I'd like it to be, saying I can't easily one-shot with a Dynamic Punch, but I can do a decent chunk of their HP here, right? And if I get enough damage against that Grumpig, there is a chance I can put them into range where just 2 Brutal Swings knock out. Well, I mean, it's not even a chance, right? That is what happens. 2 Brutal Swings will be enough over time. 7. I'm going to no-shield this one. Can I ever go for a farm down here? Oh, no. Oh, no. I think we're lagging out, which is actually really annoying, because I'm pretty sure this was, like, a guaranteed win. I think we could just go for, like, a 2-shield farm down, come out with 2 Shadow Balls for the Grumpig and win this one. But the game decided that we are not going to see that win condition, so I guess we'll leave this one up to the audience. What's going to happen? Who's to say? Let's hope this one doesn't lag out. I mean, I think we were going to win that last game, but we'll never know, because I could have fumbled it. Who's to say? We see a Kingdra in the lead here. Pretty good lead for a Fairy type. And a Hypno comes in, which I don't have an instant response for. But I think what I'm going to do here is go for a Brutal Swing just for fun. And then come in Starmie. So I don't necessarily need to win switch advantage as much as I just kind of need this Hypno out of the way. So I will shield this up, but we'll see what happens. Hypno is such a strong Pokemon in this format. 6. Alright, so they do have a Thunder Punch once again. If they want to, they can 2-shield and win switch advantage this game. And I don't know how good of a play that would be for them, but it's not the worst play they could go for. I'm almost wondering, like, if just letting this go and trying to survive and get an Aqua Jet off could be a good play. Okay, well, they come back in Kingdra, and I'm fine with that, too. Because now I just get my Weezing back into it. And at this point, I mean, I should survive a Swift or a Surf. I'm hoping they Swift us. They do Swift. Okay, I survive that really easily then. And now I can go for a Sludge here, which is going to do a lot of damage to them. I don't know if it quite knocks out, though. Kingdra is not, like, squishy. Not as squishy as some dragons. Yes, they do survive, actually. Survive enough to get a move off here. Alright. Well, it's going to be down, I guess, to my Grumpig to win this game. But I feel like there is a good chance that we can win this one. Grumpig up energy, even just up 1 Psywave, could be a good thing. And that Hypno, while they can come back in with it, they need to Shadow Ball us to do any real damage. And we can Shadow Ball them to knock them out. Maybe even Dynamic Punch from the range they're at. Oh, it's their own Grumpig. Interesting. Okay. Did they just catch that? They did. That's honestly a nice play. Yikes. Alright. Well, let's go for like a full undercharge and try to farm down. I need to come out of this with more energy than I just threw. Well, I don't, so I probably lose this game unless I get a bait off here. And, like, even then, we'll see. I'll go for the dynamic. We'll see if we can do it. We'll see. Come on, Grumpig. I believe in you. Even a full undercharge wasn't enough. They no-shield that! Oh, all right. Dang it. I don't even know what to say about this meta anymore. I don't know if I like it, man. I don't know if I like it at all. Maybe I just suck. Maybe Starmie is not the play, actually. I think Starmie, cool Pokemon, it might be holding us back a little bit. That's a lie. Honestly, Starmie's been putting in a lot of work. It's just more so that I'm so reliant on not being down any sort of resources, and yet I keep giving up resources that it's not looking amazing. We're gonna get this Sludge off first. I kind of wish my Psywave users were against this, but it's fine. Oh, they shield that? I did see one person running Overheat on a Weezing earlier. I don't think that's common. Yeah, Sludge, we survive that. And, like, it depends on who wins CMP here. Or if they catch, I guess, that's also fine. Grumpig is what they catch on. Fine by me. I'm not that scared of that Weezing, honestly. And getting this chip damage puts him into Aqua Jet range from my Starmie. So I should be in a really good spot here. I can just go for a CMP on the Shadow Ball with the Aqua Jet and get a knockout. Or a shield here. They likely have to let this go, right? There's no way they can shield this up. They're already down one shield this game. Yeah, so we get the knockout here. That's not bad at all. They can't really bring back in that Weezing either, but maybe they do. Linoon with Shadow Claw, okay. Wait, this is actually not amazing for them, though, either. Because Shadow Claw isn't doing as much damage as Sucker Punch could do. So it's going to be kind of hard for them to farm us down. And if they shield that, I just invest now in my Grumpig. 8. Do I, or do I just shield this, actually? Maybe I do that. Because I can just get my next Aqua Jet off first anyway. I might as well. And now we have 2 Psywave users against a Weezing. I think we're fine with a shield. Although, one of our Psywave users is very low. Oh, that doesn't even knock out. That is sad. Although they just get Psywave down anyway. Okay, well, good stuff. Keep in mind, they did bank up Brutal Swing, so now they're at back-to-back. But they should be 4 away from a third. And it does take 3 to knock us out here. 1 to take the shield, and 2 to actually get the damage done. And there we go. Shadow Ball should get the KO. And we will get the win. Interesting. You know, the whole team actually put in some work here. Grumpig somehow our worst Pokemon this game. But Starmie put in a lot of work too. I love to see that. Alright, next opponent. We'll see Weezing into Kecleon. We're back to the Kecleons. This one's shiny though, so we'll see if they have any crazy tricks up their sleeve. They were lagging or something there for a second, which is... that's kind of a crazy trick. I don't know about that. But we have Sludge, which should be able to... not one-shot necessarily, but if I land this move, it's going to be so much easier to deal with Kecleon later. They let that go. In comes a Rufflet. Okay. I think this gets Brave Bird and Rock Tomb, if I remember correctly. I'm going to go for the Sludge here, just to try to get his shield if I can. No shield, but... I mean, our Starmie can come in here. And hopefully... not quite go for the Psywave down, but still, I think it's worth a shield here. They probably go for a Rock Tomb to debuff us, but... no matter what, we do get a lot of energy out of this. And if they don't debuff us, then we just have an undebuffed Starmie. That's not bad. I'm going to go here for the Aqua Jet, just guarantee the shield. They are low on HP, so at this point, even a Psywave down might be possible. And they don't throw energy against us just yet, so we do get the shield, or a knockout, I guess. Second Flying-type Pokemon in the back. Alright, makes some sense. Our Psywaves are shredding them right now. Psywave doing an incredible amount. I do wonder if we just have to go for fast move pressure here to win. Or, like, if that's one way we could go about it. Because, like, at this point, I don't even know if I'm going to get to 3 moves this game. Or, like, 2 more moves against them. We'll see. Psywaves from my Grumpig do a sad amount of damage compared to what Starmie was doing a second ago, though. But I do survive that a lot better than Starmie would. I mean, we always just shield up this move and to get the fast move pressure here, and then I think we just Fairy Wind down. So we should be fine. They have back-to-back moves right now. 1 for my shield, 1 for the knockout. And I think after that, our Weezing just closes it out. Yeah. Alright, well, Grumpig... honestly, somehow Grumpig, which I thought was, like, the best Pokemon in this meta, put in maybe, like, the least amount of work for us so far today. But that's fine. Weezing and Starmie, honestly, they're way cooler Pokemon, so I'm fine with that for sure. Yeah, we Fairy Wind down, and we get the win. You know, that set should have been so much better. That set right there was, like... it was the recovery set, and yet the game decided to crash on us in the middle of one of those battles, so we'll take a 3-2. Technically, it's 5-5 with this team. Should have been 6-4, though. And honestly, it could have been better if I was just, like, better at this meta. You know, Starmie was a fun pick. I'm not sure if it's the best pick in this meta, honestly, but it's a Pokemon that can pop off in the right spot, and it did put in a lot of work today, so, I mean, give it a go if you have one lying around. But yeah, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.